The stock market keeps going up and up. It looks like a great day for us here, $9,486 today. And it's because it's been an absolutely fire month in last month in April and still climbing. So what's happening now? Is there going to be a stock market crash? I'm going to talk about that in this video. I think that there can be a huge market downturn. I'm going to talk about why, and I'm going to also talk about why I'm still buying stocks, and I'm going to show you the $26,000 worth of stocks that I just bought. Let's get into it. I'm the anonymous investor. I'm anonymous so that way I don't feel weird showing you exactly what's happening in my portfolio, the exact things I'm buying, the exact things I'm selling. I'm here to help, not here to make money on YouTube and be a YouTuber. So please like this video if you want me to keep making content. I would appreciate it. I'm just here to try to get as much transparent information out there because there is so much fluff, there's so much misinformation, and I want to clear the air a little bit so you can reach your financial goals. So the market's been on a tear, okay? This is not news. It's absolutely crazy how this market keeps going up and up and up. Now, if you are new to investing and you just started investing and you think you're so smart because you're doing so well guess what? It's the best month since 1987. These returns are not going to keep going up. You are not going to keep making the same amount. And when things go up this high, this fast, there could be a sharp downturn. One of the most popular quotes on YouTube in terms of the most up-liked comment is, "The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent." Essentially saying the stock market can remain doing things you can't understand longer than you could remain having any dollar to your name. So the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. This might be a quote from him, or maybe none of them said it. But this is a popular thing because so many people on YouTube are making videos and saying, hey, you know, the stock market's absolutely crazy. It keeps going up. Who knows why it's happening? There's very clear historical data as to why that's happening and if we saw a bottom or not. Let me cut to a quick video by Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio is an American billionaire hedge fund manager. And basically, the thing you need to know about Dalio is he essentially wrote the book on how the economic machine works, how the economy works. You should watch this video. You can Google it, how the economic machine works. And in a short interview that he made, he said this.
Announcements that have happened in the past, that President Roosevelt announced that there would be the printing of money and credit and to fill in those holes. And that was the exact bottom of the economy. In 1933, the exact bottom of the markets, the exact bottom of the economy. Similar things have happened throughout history. That when 2008 financial crisis, the bottom occurred when the federal government, Congress, and the president created a program to save the banks and to fill in that hole with money and credit, but it's also produced by the Federal Reserve to go buy financial transactions and make those purchases, and that created that bottom because they're filling in the holes.
Now, how does that relate to the current state? Well, on March 23rd, the Fed goes all in with unlimited bond buying plan. So March 23rd, all right, for this ability for the Fed to buy unlimited assets to basically prop the economy and the markets. Now, let's look at the stock market since March 23rd, 2020. This is the S&P 500, and we can see here with the date at the bottom right there, March 23rd, 2020. Since then, it has been going up. Coincidence? Probably not. Now, is this the very bottom that Ray Dalio said, hey, this is when bottoms historically happen? I'm not sure, and neither are you. What I do think is that there could be massive ripple effects throughout the economy. Usual economic downturns do not have to do with the whole world closing for 2 months and then all is good after that. Usual economic downturns are years of coming down. Let's go and look at the comparison of the 2008 crisis. All right, starting in 2008 here, we can see a decline, but guess what? Halfway down is maybe 10 months in. So we're seeing significantly longer periods of time, and then the bottom was on around the 9th in 2009. So we're talking about over a year into the market. Now, that is very, very different than what we're seeing now, where the bottom was only a month and a half or so after the start. So is this genius guy right, and are we at the bottom? Maybe. And Maybe not. There's a lot of unforeseen things that can happen. There's unforeseen news. There's going to be ripples throughout the economy. We don't know how certain types of markets are going to survive, how they are going to adapt, if there's going to be unforeseen consequences, and most likely there will be some unforeseen consequences. Maybe there's even a second wave of this whole lockdown that we have to go through. That would send markets tumbling down. So what am I doing with my portfolio? Well, I want to be safe with this portfolio, but I also want to act in an opportunist way where I'm taking advantage of all situations that I see, taking opportunity when they come. So what am I doing? Well, I just made a purchase on Monday for VOO, and now I own almost 1,000 shares of VOO. So I just purchased 26,000 of VOO. So I did a 100 shares purchase of VOO. It's my number one single holding. So what is VOO if you don't know? Well, VOO is a Vanguard ETF, an exchange traded fund which controls essentially the market of 500 of the US biggest companies, which is the S&P 500. It mirrors the S&P 500, and it does so by actually owning the stocks in the S&P 500. So what does that mean? Well, it means I own Microsoft and Apple and Amazon, Facebook and Google and Berkshire and Alphabet and Johnson & Johnson, Visa and Procter & Gamble. All these companies plus around 480 more in one shot by buying this. It also is weighted by market cap. So that means I own more of Microsoft than, say, a smaller company like Procter & Gamble. So why am I buying this when I think there could be a very steep decline in the market? I'm buying it because against instincts, I need to be buying the things that over time produce the most wealth. If you're young, this is the mindset you should be having, is that you need to get rid of emotions, you need to get rid of your instincts, because your instinct is usually wrong when it comes to the stock market. If we look at YouTube, there's a lot of people saying the stock market is going to crash. And guess what? They made that video in April. So the beginning of April, the stock market is going to crash. It's probably going to crash in April. Let's see. Let's just YouTube this. Let's see what we can get here. Is April 2020 a stock market crash? Maybe, or maybe it's the best month in this guy's probably his life, the best month. So it's very hard to tell. It's impossible to tell. No, I'm not shaming any YouTubers that maybe said that. It's very, very hard to tell. It's impossible to predict, to be honest. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fight with all my might, my emotion. So when it goes up to this high, and I still think there could be a really far decline, I still need to buy in dollar cost average in. So I'm getting in and I'm putting it in at regular amounts. I'm buying every single Monday. I laid it all out in my plan, in my 3-month stock market investing plan, where basically my billionaire mentor told me my plan, which I originally had, which was like this, was stupid, where I was buying more and more as the market fell down. And he said it's stupid because what if the market doesn't fall down 40% or 45% or 50%? Then you'll never have taken advantage of the market growing because you'll never be in the market. So instead, I switched that plan and I've just switched to buying regularly. I buy $25,000 a week in the market, and I'm buying in ETFs mostly. I'm going to talk about what ETFs in the future as I buy each week. So make sure to subscribe to see those. Now, why am I such a big fan of this VOO ETF? So the stock ticker is just VOO. You can buy it on Robinhood or Webull or whatever platform some YouTuber got you to sign up for, so they get a little bit of a commission or some 2 free stocks, but you can buy it on any platform. VOO is the ticker. Why am I buying that? Well, VOO is the US biggest companies. These are the companies that are most likely to get bailed out if there is an issue. They are also US, so they are more dependent on the US markets, okay? Nowadays, companies are very, very international anyway, so I have some sort of international exposure, right? People all over the world are buying from Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple, and Facebook, and Google, and blah, 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 blah. But the world's economy is propped up on the US dollar. 70% of transactions are actually in US dollars. So what that allows the US government to do is to print money to fill in those holes, to fill in that debt, to build credit, to buy assets, and that allows US to kind of get a little bit of an edge, okay, compared to other markets. We do have a huge advantage being in the US in terms of being able to fill the holes that this recession is going to create. So what that means is like in 2008, how we filled the holes of, I don't like saying that over and over again, but that's what Ray Dalio called it. But like bailing out US banks during the 2008 recession. So what am I doing? Well, I am sticking to my plan. I am being consistent, and I'm still leaving a good amount of cash in case there is a good opportunity for me to deploy more cash. So this is how much I have just in cash, but I'm buying regularly into the market every single week, sticking to my plan, not letting emotions get the best of me. That is the biggest issue people have with the market, and why most people do not do good in the market. And 9 out of 10 stock pickers, professional stock pickers, big, huge hedge funds, do not do better than if you were just to buy VOO. So that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, please, if you liked it. That will really help me out, get this channel out more. I really appreciate it. I've been making videos for 2 weeks. Got a couple hundred subscribers, and I appreciate you guys watching and learning, and I read all of your comments, so make sure to leave me one if you have any questions. Please subscribe. Check out some of these other videos that I've made. I think that they can be valuable little nuggets for you. Stick with the plan, don't get emotional, and let's see how things turn out.